I was in a very toxic, abusive relationship where I kind of was already a single parent for a really long time. And I had been with this person for 10 years of my life. And so when I started addressing my mental health and uncovering, why do I constantly feel this way? Why am I going to sleep wondering if this is what life is supposed to be? And trigger warning, I struggled with suicidal ideation for a really long time and suicide attempts. And I think it was because I wasn't ready to come to terms with the life that I was choosing to live. So I ended up making a huge leap in 2021. I divorced my husband at the time, and I think I was really devastated for about 6 weeks. And then the cleanup started, and life just got so good. I read this book called The Secret. And it kind of changed my entire mentality on my pessimistic tendencies, pessimism. I don't really know the good word for that, but I was really pessimistic. It changed my mentality on that and kind of gave me the bright side of everything. And once I started acknowledging how awesome of a person I am and my kids are, is when life got really good. And then the second moment was actually just recently, and you got to bear witness to that along with everybody else in our BNI group. But I worked for a really great company, and I experienced a lot of self-development and growth within that company, and unfortunately was let go. And I could see it coming a little bit, but not so soon and not so cut and dry. And instead of looking for another company, I cried the whole day that I was let go. And then the next day I just woke up and I had this clarity of you're not meant to work for somebody else. You need to do you. You need to invest in you and do launch your business. Start posting about it. Start talking about it. Stop being scared of what people are going to think, because I didn't care when I worked for these other companies. Yeah. So why do I care so much when it's me? So yeah, that was those are my two huge moments where I'm whoa, I can't believe I did that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Wow. That's crazy. Yeah. I remember when we were in our group and you said that, I was like, what? It was kind of like how, because you're, social media wise too, I see a lot of the development stuff that you're doing with that company. And I remember just referring a ton of business, especially online, and everyone goes on there and it's yeah, definitely, reach out to Des. And it's funny though, because, when they were asking for that company, who do you recommend? I wasn't referring the company, I was referring you. You know what I mean? I was talk to Des. Yeah. She'll hook you up. And then now when I see that, I'm still saying talk to Des for whatever, but
right.
Yeah, it's kind of a shame, because I think if that company would have let you do your thing for more than a few months, they probably would have seen a much bigger return. But
yeah, I mean, I would say I have done business development a few times, and this company was really where I don't know if it was them or if it was me, and I think it was a good spice of both, but this is where I saw the traction. And so I was there for 5.5 months, and for anybody that has done business development and had to kind of create their own clientele, it's really difficult. You usually don't see traction in the first 5-6 months, sometimes even a year, and we had a solid amount. It was really good. So I do share those similar feelings of man, if I was able to stay there for just a little bit longer, what could we have created? But the universe had other plans, and I don't think that I was supposed to be there any longer than I was. And I'm happy that I got to work with them, because I realized what I'm capable of. But again, I think any more amount of time and maybe I wouldn't be where I am with my business and myself.